Oh, new note on mom. Why did my mother even marry him in the first place? How could anyone possibly call themselves happy having to spend their entire life with someone like him? Mom once told me a husband and wife support each other for the whole of their lives in sickness and in health. You see, it took me a long time to recover after giving birth to you. I caused your father a lot of trouble with my mood swings, but no matter how much I complained, he stood by me through it all without so much as a frown. I know he may not have turned out to be much of a father to you girls, but all in all, he's been a good enough husband to me. Mm. Considering everything that went on, and it's a nice thing to say. Thank you for the blackbird and sword plate. Oh, Kanta, I shall be brief and to the point. It is very unfortunate about Kimi. I'm sorry. I understand why you would want her to go ahead with the surgery. But surgery can do more harm than good. Remember how mother never properly recovered after hers? I understand how you feel, I really do, but please reconsider before taking on debt for an operation that might not even make her better. Wouldn't Kimi rather you tried to enjoy the time you have left together? Oh no. Either way, you need to talk it out with Kimi first. Knowing you, you probably haven't said a word of this to her yet, have you? I can't cover the whole operation, but I'll send what little I have to spare. Buy Kimi something nice with it, got it? Shotaro. Oh, man, there's a lot of debt going on for this guy. Holy smokes. His friend stole all of his money. Or ex-friend, I guess. His wife is suffering from some, we don't know what type of illness that's apparently life-threatening. Oh boy. Journal updated. Where? You can't just tell me journal updated and I don't see anything. Part of the journal was updated. Oh, what was it? Fine, don't tell me.
Does something go here?
Okay, now at once. White and black fought battling upon a set of scales. They neither wanted for the scales. What they desired was simply a quiet, gray place where they could belong together. They had no use for those who towered from the heavens, imposing their will on others. Fought upon two scales. Like this. Hmm. What the heck? What do you want from me? Maybe I don't put scales at all? Maybe these two are blank and it's just the birds? Huh. Since white and black fought, battling upon a set of scales, and neither wanted for the scales. What they desired was simply a quiet, great place where they could belong together. Whether we flee or spread our wings and fly is our decision alone, one to make only once we are ready. They had no use for those who towered from the heavens, imposing their will on others. Maybe it wants that to go there. Or maybe here. Um, hmm. I'm confused, dude. What? What does it want? Maybe no birds? Why no birds? Aren't the birds backwards and the scales on the bottom and waves up top? So I did this last. Well, we did do that again. Right? Did that. I tried doing this. My brain isn't wrinkly enough. I don't know what it wants. Well, why would it be no birds? Because then we have a sword and a fox. It wants the birds to be there because it's white and black. So we need to have white and black. It mentions scales. And it says that this is nothing, which normally means that it's empty. This is so strange. This one's weird. Hmm. Maybe birds in the middle. Yeah, maybe birds in the middle. We'll try that. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. Swap the birds. Okay. Maybe show the heavens. Hmm. Okay. Any other ideas? I got nothing. Yeah, this one's weird, dude. What's the clue? We have white and black fought, battling upon a set of scales. Yet neither wanted for the scales. What they desired was simply a quiet, gray place where they could belong together. Maybe that means we want to flip the scales and get rid of them because they don't want them. They had no use for those who towered from the heavens, imposing their will on others. Those two blank spaces, maybe, instead. I think I got it. Maybe black and white in the bottom and right. Maybe we just hold on. Let's do this because they don't want either of these, right? So let's do this. Okay. What about this? What about this? No use for heavens, meaning no heavens, so blank. Yeah, but then they also don't want the scales, right? What if we put them together? Maybe black and white in the bottom and right. Bottom and right. That? Maybe like this? And the white and black up top and the scales backwards on the left. I googled it. I'm googling this because this is weird. I'm googling it. Let's see. As per the first line, the white bird's on the left and the black bird's on the right. Okay. The white bird's on the left, black bird's on the right. Very completely off mark. Really? As their desires are what matter here. Flip the scales and place the blank plate on top, while the heavens, which the birds don't need, are on the bottom. What?
What was that about?
Wow, we were close. We were so close. See, I assumed that it meant that the heavens, they don't care for it. They had no use for those who towered from the heavens. But it would want me to represent that the heavens are there. So yeah, it's the bottom. Hey, okay. Nico is right. What was that about? we were very close. And yeah, it says that neither wanted for the scales, so the scales wouldn't exist. But I knew it involved the birds. I was messing up with the scale though. I think that it doesn't depend on the difficulty. I think it depends on what ending you're going for. Because let's look at what this puzzle's saying, right? And you can read the other puzzles and maybe it'll make sense to you. So what it says, white and black fought. There, as we know, there are two Hinekos in this situation. There's the one that's saying, I'm okay with getting married, and this is what I'm going to go for. And then there's the one that is the Hineko that we are playing as, which is like, I want to make my own life. I want to choose what I do with my life. And they were battling on a set of scales. Yet they don't want that. What they want is something where they can belong together and have some sort of compromise where they're okay living together. And they have no use for the heavens. What do we have going on in this game right now? We have two gods fighting over what's going on in Ibisugaroka, trying to determine the fate of the world, or at least this town. And Hinako is stuck in the middle of it, but neither of them want that. So this ending that we're going towards, I think, represents that. Does that make sense? Like, I think that makes sense to me in the context of the puzzle, given what we know about all the endings going through this. Let me look at what some of the other puzzles were for this section, but maybe I'm crazy. Let me read some of these other ones. Okay, hold on. Another ending. The sword and the fox fought, battling upon a set of scales. After a long and vicious fight, the fox fell to the sword. In the aftermath, their seal upon the land vanished without a trace. The sword raises itself heavenward. The scales, now dedicated to the rising sun. Now go, Whitebird, fly away and never come back. Yeah. 184 story difficulty. But what if I put it on like harder? Yeah, but if you look at it on other difficulties, I'm looking at Lost in the Fog right now. Like I scrolled down. Lost in the Fog mode solution. I can read the exact same one, ending 4. White and black fought, battling upon a set of scales, yet neither wanted for the scales. What they desired was simply a quiet gray place. We're reading basically the same thing, where they could belong together. Whether we flee or spread our wings and fly is our decision alone, one to make only once we are ready. These puzzles are determined not by the difficulty. They are determined by what story you were, or what ending you were currently locked into. Let's read some more. The one for ending 1. The sword and the fox fought, battling upon a set of scales. The heavens themselves shuddered at the ferocity of their struggle. Day after day, the sun rose behind the fox's back and set behind the swords. Yet their fight knew no end. The scales upon which they fought, however, were no more, having been destroyed long ago. So the birds not even mentioned in that ending, because this is the first one, and we don't know about the struggle that's going on with the two Hinekos right now. The sword and the fox. The fox represents the Inari-sama, which is the one god that the town is currently worshipping. The sword, which has the spirit in it, is supposed to be representative of the tree, and they are fighting each other. There's the clash going on, aka the heavens that are shuddering going on with this. The scales, I think, represent the town, possibly, right? And that's why in one of these other endings, we have the sword and the fox fought, battling upon a set of scales. But there's the mention of the white bird. That's another one. Let's see if I can find another one. The sword and the fox fought, battling upon a set of scales. After a long and vicious fight, the sword was defeated instead, and the fox reigned supreme. Taking the blackbird's right hand, the fox showed her the scales in his other hand. Now you must choose, Blackbird. Have you made a decision? Upon one side of the scales was the fox, and on the other, nothing. I think the blackbird represents the Hineko that's like, I'm okay to get married. Because this is when the fox wins, and we know what happens in that ending. But yeah, I think all these endings depend on what ending you're going for, or all these puzzles. Am I crazy? I think that makes sense to me, honestly. What do you guys think? Based on what I talked about. Whee. Whoa.
What do you want?
I wanted to apologize to you.
I also want to say that's why all of these areas, yeah, that puzzle specifically does sound like it's related to the ending. Yeah, right. And I want to say that's why the going through this section always is important when you're going for different endings, because it reflects more of Hinako's struggle with what's going on. So every ending is important to get the full story because it gives you context as to how her family feels and how she feels.
For what?
I've been a horrible father. For the longest time, I yelled at you, scared you. I'm sorry.
You're apologizing for that now? You think that's just gonna erase what you did? You made us all suffer for so long! You seriously think that gets you off the hook?
No, I know it's not enough. I know. You can't forgive me. I understand, I truly do. But please, at least let me apologize. It's okay if you don't forgive me.
Huh? You're just apologizing because you want to feel better about yourself! I won't have it! Get out of here! Even now, I'm terrified that you might blow up and throw a knife at me again.
I'm sorry. I believed that a proper father should be feared by his children. I was wrong.
There's no taking it back now, is there? Get out. Get out of my life! Listen to him. He's actually apologizing. Whether or not we forgive him is up to us. Even so, I think it's important for us to hear him out. At least he is sorry. Why should it matter to me if he's sorry? Because he's family. You heard Mom, right? Dad was betrayed by a friend. He was suffering. Oh, he was suffering, so I'm just supposed to forgive him? I won't! I refuse! Yeah, you're absolutely right. You don't have to forgive him. And you don't have to listen to any of his excuses or apologies either. But still, like it or not, he's family. And so, even if you can't let it go, just let him speak. He's still our father, and we're still his daughter. Maybe Mom could forgive him for what he's done, but I can't! I won't! You know that you and I are bound to Dad by ties of blood. Mom and Dad don't share that bond. Mom's only bound by marriage, yet she still listened to him. She even had the courage to forgive him. We should listen to him. His own flesh and blood should be willing to hear him out. I know you're scared of him. I'm scared too. I know you can't forget what he did, and maybe he doesn't deserve a clean slate. But please, I'm begging you to listen to him. Not just for his sake, but for your sake too. Please, just listen.
If what I did taught you to fear men, to never trust them, then I was a poor teacher. I might be hopeless, but not all fathers are. Koto Yuki isn't like me. He is an upstanding young man. He can give you a good life, a happy life. I'm sure of it. Your old friend Shu is a respectable man too. I always thought that two of you could build a happy home together. But no, how I feel about any of it is beside the point. It's your choice to get married or not. And I'll support your choice. I don't expect you to forgive me. But I want you to be free of this curse of mine. I just want you to be happy. I'm so sorry.
This is making me really sad. This is so beautiful.
I'm still scared. And I still don't forgive you. But at least I finally understand you.
Isn't that what matters? Ah, that was beautiful. After Dad saved up enough money from fishing, he decided to start up a restaurant with his longtime friend, someone who was like a brother to him. That friend, however, stabbed him in the back and ran off with all his money, leaving him with nothing but debt. Apparently, that's when things really started heading south for my dad. I mean, I do sympathize with him, but his past is his problem, not mine, and it definitely doesn't excuse him for making everyday living hell for me. When it's just him and my mom, he apologizes for the life of poverty he's forced us into due to his debts. According to Mom, there's nothing more shameful in this world to a father than letting his daughter see his weak side. If he acts the way he does to me just to hide that something as dumb as that, then I think I might just go crazy right now. This house is theirs. It has nothing to do with me. I was just born here. I may be Hinako, the little bird, but I have wings of my own. If he doesn't care about how I want to live my life, then I'll just spread my wings and fly away. Wherever I choose to go will be entirely up to me. This is why just watching the different endings isn't enough. It's so much better to see all these extra scenes to get the real context. Pretty much. That was freaking beautiful, and it really showcases how wrong a lot of people feel about some of the characters. Like, yeah, you don't have to sympathize with the dad for how he acted towards Hinako or I guess Junko at the same time. We don't really see how he acted towards Junko, but we understand why getting out of this debt is so important to him. One, he needs money to help his wife. And two, there's an ad break, so I guess I can kind of talk about this, but that is a very mature thing to do. You don't have to forgive everybody that, you know, does something bad to you, but you should at least hear them out. You know, understand where they're coming from. You don't have to completely forgive someone who's been a jerk to you, especially if it's not someone that you know. He needs money to pay Twitch to stop sending its debt collectors. Yeah. Like, you can see how he got screwed over. And also this whole thing about how he said that if I made you fear men, then I've been a terrible teacher. Yeah. He knows what he was supposed to be doing. And he felt like he had to lead as a strong masculine figure. And that's not just because of like how he is. This is part of how society treats men. Like, he's not supposed to show weakness. As a guy, if you've ever felt this way, because I know I have, I felt this all through growing up, not by my parents, but by the effect of other men that I knew, where they tell you stuff like, real men don't cry, you're not supposed to show emotion, as a man you're supposed to be like a boulder, no matter how bad things get, you have to stay strong, you can never show weakness. That is something that sticks with us. I don't know if I'm the only guy that's ever had that happen who's watching right now, but I had that happen to me so much where I felt that so hard. Like growing up, not even from my own dad, but just from like other men in my life who would say this sort of stuff. Like, you're not supposed to show any sign of weakness. You're the, like, the head of the household. You need to stay strong. You need to be stern. Even if it means people will possibly fear you or be afraid of you, it meant that they would listen to what you wanted. It's just, bleh. That all hits super hard, dude. Ah, well done, game. Well done. All right, let's get through this fight. Ah, I forgot about that. Again. The many times I've been licked going this way. Gross. It's gross, it's nasty, ew, I don't like it. Ow. Ow, ow, he's still hitting me, jerk. It'd be funny if there was no fight here because of that.
It's made its way in
The
here.
game was just like, nah, you're good. Get out of here. Go away. I have really mixed feelings about the whole we're blood related, so you owe it to him to hear him out. I don't like that line of thinking personally, although I also don't think it's bad that she listened and understood why he was the way he was. Yeah, like the thing about family is what you make of it, right? It doesn't have to be by blood. So I felt the same way, but it's still good to hear people out or at least understand where they're coming from. That's how I feel about it. And that's something that I've come to grow up to understand. Like, it's easy enough to be like, oh, this person screwed me over because they're an asshole, and just leave it at that. But is that really why that happened? We don't know what they were going through. Now, it's not to say like, oh, this person screwed me over, I should just accept it and be like, yeah, whatever. It's like, no, that person screwed you over. You can understand why it happened. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to agree with it and be like, no, okay, that's fine. You can at least understand it a little bit better. I've had pressure before to accept people that were not good just because they're family. I think that's something that a lot of people have done just because people have said they're family. Ooh, new cutscene. So this segment does change.
Why did it have to come to this?
If anyone else has anything that they'd like to, express about what just happened, please do so.
It's Itakoji's back! About time! We've been waiting for you!
I want to know what's new here.
Hinako! You are late! Huh? Finally! We're about to get started here! What? What did you say?
Rose has an eyeball inside of it. Yeah, that's normal. Actually, I don't know if it had an eyeball in it before, but yeah, it has an eyeball.
Okay then. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to witness.
Yeah, the food's
a
always
master
gross.
with a blade. Yo!
I'm not really sure what's different here yet.
Can't disrespect me.
I still think it would be funny if they just went, nah, we're not fighting you. We're sorry for what we did. Or something. All right, that's different. That's the part that's different. She knows that these aren't her parents.
We don't have a choice.
Ow.
Rolled in society.
Goodbye, father. All right, this is the same, so we can skip it. This is the same, so we can skip it. Yeah, it really does change the story up from doing all the endings and just playing the game repeatedly to change your perspective on the characters. But then again, that's definitely like a Ryukishi thing, isn't it? Or you're like, oh, this character is this, and then it turns out, oh my gosh, they had this deep backstory that we didn't know because we didn't have the full context. Like, we can go back to the dad for a second. The reason for why we thought that initially there was a massive debt that he owed could have been like, oh, it's just gambling, or it's because he's a drinker. It's like, no, he got that because someone stole all of his money. And like, oh, the mom's just a weak submissive wife. It's like, no, apparently not. Prove your intent with Crest 3. Show what lies deep within your heart. Let's see what the puzzle is. Two chicks confide in one another in their shells. A fox watches over them in the light of his lantern. Nobody knows when or even if the eggs will hatch, not even the chicks themselves. Confide with each other in their shells. Two chicks confide with each other in their shells. I am not sure what this means for this one. Two chicks confide in each other in their shells. This is a weird one. Fox watches over them in the light of his lantern. Fox watches over them in the light of his lantern. I would guess it's this one, because it looks like he's watching something, but they're confiding in each other. Which one of these look like they're confiding in each other? This is tough. We'll figure it out. We're smart, right, chat?
Incredible. All of them.
We're smart. We are indeed gamers. I think we can figure it out. After that last puzzle, I'm not sure about my smarts. To be honest, we all messed that one up, so it doesn't matter. The time for rebirth is now. Respect us, serve us, become the good and clever woman you ought to be. Yes. Don't you tell me how to act. I'm Shimizu Hinako. I will lead my own life. Thank you. You can't tell me how to act. Oh. Owie.
Get out.
Where'd the other one go? Did it just straight up die? Oh, when we get all of the things, we'll try to figure it out together. How's that sound, guys? I think we're pretty good at doing puzzles though, like together, guys. We solve them pretty quick. I do feel bad that I had to look that one up because I was like, I thought I tried every combination. And I'm like, oh, okay, not necessarily. That one got me. Like, I was actually stumped. You guys are good doing puzzles. I supervise. Hey, we need supervision. Someone to keep us on track, right? Everybody plays a role when it comes to solving puzzles. You, the Black Sparrow. For the UFO ending, I'm gonna have to look up how to do it because apparently there's like a certain sequence of things that we need to do, and well, I mean, I'm obviously not the person who's gonna figure that out. No good, it won't budge.
The banquet. Has it come to a close?
No, I went the wrong way. And now I must fight enemies. Ow. Ow. Soul Steel. Play some Castlevania here.
This isn't the right way, is it?
Yeah, my bad. I was supposed to go through this door instead. No, I should have grabbed that water. No, the tea instead. I recently played a game that had a fun little Castlevania reference. Oh, what was it? What was the fun little reference? I don't see it. Oh. Cat Quest 3. Raisin wanted to play that together. For the men, miserable little piles of secrets. But enough talk. Have at you. So how do I determine which door to go through from here then? 1, 2. I'm not sure how to tell which door to go through on this. At this point. Like for this. Like maybe it's this one. How am I supposed to know? So you guys know this whole thing is a game of like guessing a little bit, which means the other times that I've been doing this, where I've just guessed on which pathway to go, we've just been getting it right most of the time. So yeah, like you can even get an achievement for doing this correctly, like without missing a door. But I'm just looking at it, I'm like not sure where to go, really. Because normally one of these guys will have like a little thing that you just pull out of them and it guides you in this way. I think you have to use Fox Vision in this room. Fox Vision. Okay. The bloody spot. Wait. Oh. What? Oh my god, I've never done that. And I've managed to get that achievement that was like, you went the right way every time. Wow. How very lucky of me. Huh. Okay. Oops, I went the wrong way anyway. I'm stupid. Once LP where they pointed that out. Oh. Well, I still ended up going the wrong way, so. Look at me go. That's okay, we do so much damage, we just tank everything anyway. For a truck. No one will ever defeat Shimizu Hinako. Oh wait, so then this one can also do... Oh my god, there's multiples of these things. Oh geez, I am so dumb. I never realized that. Yeah, this one has the thing that I have to pull out. Where is it? There it is. We pull it out and it's going to guide me to the correct door. Even ignoble mortal blood may serve its purpose. Be grateful you were chosen for such an honor.
The mortal realm? Not once did I ask to be chosen.
You know what's funny? We've been missing notes because I never knew to do that. That's... How many playthroughs? 4? That's 4 full playthroughs of this, and we've never done that. Ever. Huh. Huh. Alright. Sure.
I'm grateful for this honor I've been given.
To be fair, the Fox Vision I think is exclusively used on walls before that. Yeah, and I don't think the game told me to ever use it on something like that. I could be wrong, but yeah. Like maybe it told me somewhere. But I don't remember seeing it anywhere. Hold on. Tutorials. Combat. Maybe it's under exploration or something. Map. Collectibles. Checking objects. Examining objects. Mask. There, here, hold on. Hold L2 to use focus and discover hidden paths and clues at certain locations. Oh, okay. Yeah. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't normally say anything about, yeah. Well, the brooch is gone, by the way. It doesn't say anything about using them on the floor. It kind of shows even that on the map. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, no, now we know. Ow. Rude.
Get out.
Like, I'm not mad. I'm just surprised. You can play this game that many times and not know about that. But that's like kind of an important thing because we got that by pure luck then.
And afraid.
So when you know when you guys say like, oh, Zyro sometimes he brute forces puzzles and he gets lucky. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we do. It's like you should have bought a lottery ticket that day. Pretty much. Holy moly. 'Cause I have never had that happen. Where I failed it that many times. Like the first time we did it, yeah, I failed it once and I was like, oh, okay. So there's a way to determine it and find out which one's real. They're also secretly a genius when it comes to gaming, so he's so secret he's not even aware of it, apparently. Apparently I'm just that good at not knowing what the hell I'm doing. This is why people really watch me. I can luck my way into answers that I didn't even know I knew. There's a spot on the floor here too. Oh my god, there is. Oh my god, there is. Does this one do anything though? Nor it didn't. Oh no, there's another. That one gives me a bandage. Arnar. Sorry for anyone that gets triggered by Arnars, but I do it sometimes. Arnar. Arnar. Oh, there's the note. Come close, women just submit to men. Kariuki is still but a fledgling. Come and we shall treat you as we see fit. Look. Look into my eyes. These ones are getting a little creepy. I don't like it. Hey, Hinako doesn't like it either. What the hell's happening? Hello? This is getting weird. Hinako, we're leaving. Hinako, use that water. Hinako, don't use that yet. Nope. No new cutscene here. We skip.
This must be your insignia.
Bye, what a lovely insignia. Thank you for the tea. Be a shame if I didn't care. Alright, let's see if we can figure this out now. Solve the mural puzzle. Alright, so again, this says two chicks confide in one another in their shells. A fox watches over them in the light of his lantern. Two chicks confide in each other in their shells. What if it was these two? And the question becomes, which one goes where then for these two? And a fox confides over them. Well, there's a light here, so. Really? Was it? Oh. Huh. Alright. Well, yeah, I did it. You did it. Thank you. I did it. Alright, we can't skip this cutscene. We can never skip this cutscene. This is the Vine Boom cutscene. I must watch it every time. I am a committed follower of the Vine Boom door.
This is yours.
Oh, I thank you. Lovely.
Now you as well.
Runkachunk. What I really want to know, was he aware that he was giving Hinako the wrong ring, or did he just mess up? Dang. Who knows?
Now then, shall we begin?
Yes.
What if he noted? What if it was a thing of like, oops, just seeing like how much you can be like, he just stands there watching her. It feels like he did it on purpose. You exchange the ring during a wedding ceremony. I think that's what this is supposed to symbolize. No, the vine boom. I heard the vine boom again.
This is the final rite. You have done well to accompany me this far.
It's because of you.
It could be a thing of like, you trust me enough to not question that this is the right ring, right?
All will be complete.
To just see like how much she's just following what he's saying. Maybe, I don't know. That make sense? I don't know. Oh, new cutscene. New scene cut. Scene cut. Also, hey Torsten, what's up?
Stop, please. How much more do you have to torture me before you're happy?
I think that's where the difference. I think that's where the difference comes in. Because wasn't it last time when she had to do this? She was super pissed.
Who are you? Why are you doing this?
I think that's what the difference is. People that remember this, am I right on that?
Why are you running? Where are you going?
Whoa! I remember her being mad too, right? Ow. I got hit by a thing of my own doing.
Went down the mountain.
I can just leave, right? Yeah, okay, we can just leave. Later, losers. It's time for me to Hina go away. I've been Hina grabbed. Was this because of the pun? You don't like the pun? I'm sorry.
Destroyed my world. Are you not satisfied? Who's behind this? I'm going to make them suffer.
Yeah, this is definitely a different way.
Why would it do that?
Yeah, the way she's talking here is totally different.
I don't want anyone making choices for me. Corruption spreading. I have. Hurry.
I'm gonna go this way. Yeah. Hi. Whoa.
It's no use. You can't get into my head.
Dang. Hinako knows.
That's where it all started.
Well, that's a different thing to say. That's where what else started. Crap. No. Ew. Get off me. Now if you excuse me, I must be off. I need to think of another Hinako pun. I can't think of anything other than just Hina go. I'm a one-trick pony, I guess. New cutscene. Also notice we didn't see the other Hinako peel off her face this time.
Why do we always have to be treated like objects for them? My anger, my sadness, I pass them all on to you!
Is this how you want to live your life?
I know that when you look at me, all you see is some dumb little girl. But I'm not just a pet to cuddle and keep happy. I would rather suffer than find my own way. That's happiness. That's how I want to live.
You feel no regret, do you? So you can vow to own this decision and not blame others, no matter what happens?
This is the choice that we made. But we will shape our own destiny. We have agonized over it enough and have made our choice.
Oh, the cutscene's back to normal, guys.
He will not be anybody's little puppet any longer.
The one still kills the other one, but not by Junko's command this time. Okay. You can skip this.